you came here in the perfect time, where TikTok was catching on as well, and you started putting out content.
Yeah. And COVID and everyone sitting at home and and
they are looking for something to entertain them or educate them or whatever it is. Because I realized TikTok completely changed during the lockdowns.
Okay.
Because earlier than that, it was all about just lip sync and dancing, right?
Yeah.
And even I got started after COVID, because before that I started putting out my content and nobody was interested. I used to get like 100 views or something like that. And it may be because it's changed from an app Musically, right? So it was basically the lip sync and dancing stuff. And I think during the COVID, it had matured enough as well. Plus, people were craving for something different. And then more these educational stuff or any other stuff that's outside of those realms. I think those started getting caught up on as well. And then that's when you started?
No, I think when it turned into TikTok around mid 2019 or early 2019 is when people didn't associate it to musically.
Right. Yeah.
And then creators started creating like videos, like video content, fun short video content. And that's when I started seeing content like that. And I was like, okay, now I think I can come to TikTok and use it. And so by the end of 2019, it was already in my mind that I need to get into this because it's a growing app and I'm a content creator. So it was in my mind, but I didn't have time to start off from scratch. And I made videos here and there. But it's when lockdown time is when you're like, what to do now? What pictures can you post in Instagram? Like TikTok is fun. We can do like, it's time pass.
Plus, like, people are not expecting highly polished content on TikTok as well. You can afford to mess up a little bit. It's more casual or realistic.
For sure. I can say, oh, it's TikTok. I can do that for TikTok. I watch some videos. I'm like, I'm so silly in that. But I'm like, that's TikTok. That's how it works.
That's not the kind of content you would post on probably on Instagram.
Never.
But on TikTok,
Instagram is more like proper, cool, fashion or like relatable. But TikTok is completely different. And everything is excusable in TikTok because there's so many videos I see from my past and I'm like, TikTok chalta hai types.
Plus, I think like earlier, before the lockdown and everything, it had a certain stigma associated with it as well, the app as a whole. But now, that was one of the primary reasons why I didn't put out a lot of videos because I would assume that's the kind of consumers that are on that platform as well. I mean, like even if you compare all the social media right now, if you look at Instagram or YouTube or whatever it is, I think you will get a lot of negative comments or negative interactions on TikTok. But I think as a platform, it's evolving. It's just going to take some time.
Yeah, it is. The thing is, TikTok is the mass anywhere, I think. At least in India and Nepal and India, it is the mass.
It has reached to the corners of our country as well. I mean, that's the most amazing part.
It's crazy. It's crazy because I've been to places like like Australian base camp, Koyota Darama. And there also the people who are, just locals living there, they've also been like, oh, you're para. And, people like friends from different parts of Nepal have said, this one recognized. I'm like, I would never be able to reach that audience if it was YouTube, if it was Instagram, nowhere. Like a good video on YouTube, for me, the highest would be 200K, 2 lakhs, below 3 lakhs for me. But in TikTok, it goes to millions.
Millions, right.
And so it's crazy. It's like a really, it's interesting.
It's banned in India, right? Oil Sampani,
Oil Saman. I think it's become so political and very like Hindu and Indian nationalist.
Yeah, that's the thing about India, not just saying about India, but the app in itself, like from what I've heard, it's a Chinese app, right?
Yeah.
And in China, the kind of content that they are putting out, it's completely different. Yeah. They're showing more and more educational stuff. They lock it down at 9 p.m. or something like that. And things like they have their own metrics whereby
they own TikTok only. It's not the TikTok that we use. The TikTok company has a different TikTok.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So they are trying to use that platform to educate their people. But then in different countries, it's completely different. The algorithm works differently. But in India, especially, the Hindu and all that stuff. Right?
That whole political thing came, that whole China-India war. And India was
especially
not
because
happy.
like TikTok was spying and sending data back to
that
China.
Was always there, and people didn't care because they're watching TikTok. They're enjoying. It's like US spying on Nepal or China spying. People can always put those things that it's not our country's app and they could be spying. That was always there. But it's when that Ladakh, that China-India war happened, and then India was heated up, like, how can this happen? Anti-China, ban China. It became a nationalist sentiment. That's when I think in politics, the parties who were ruling, they took this as an advantage to say, we will block this. I'm like, try blocking everything that is important in China. The country will be finished. I mean, the whole world is dependent on China.
Exactly.
If you block everything from China, it's very difficult to sustain yourself. So they and TikTok was always getting a little heat, like what is happening with TikTok? It was always a target. So they used these apps and they said, we won't lose out as a country and an economy by deleting these apps, but we will gain a lot of like support and love. So it became very ban. Who's going to bring TikTok back now? No one dare bring TikTok back to India. They'll be like, you are pro-China. And and that sentiment has already been built.